Hi, welcome back. Lead with Love. I am on Life Path 5 now. I had to take a break because all this talking, because it's mostly talking on here, because it's a lot of information. I want you to get the information. If I'm talking too much, you could just go in the description box, tap on the link, and it'll take you straight to the site. But I know it's a lot of talking. It's a lot of talking. Sometimes my eyes are looking down because I'm reading off my computer. My computer's right here. And you don't have to look at the screen. You could just set it down and just listen to it, because it's just information. I'm giving you information about your life path. It can be characteristics about yourself, things about yourself you might not even known. So, and then it's just a lot of information. I'm just putting it out there, so you don't have to like look at the video, but you can just set it down and just hear it and be like, oh, like I'm like this, or oh, I see that, oh, I need to. And if you look at the article, you can just look at the article. You don't have to hear me for 20 minutes talking about it. You can just read the article on your own. But I'm gonna go straight in. How do you know your life path number? How do you I asked Google this, okay? So how do I calculate my life path number? Basically, you take the births, your date of birth, numerical value, all of those digits together by category, like the year, the month, and the day, and keep adding each of those digits together until you end up with one single digit. When you get that one digit, that is your life path number. Then you have to look up life path number 3, 2, whatever life path number you get, then you look up life path number, whatever you get. And that's how you get your life path. So with this video, I'm on life path number 5. And this one is the path of experience. The life path 5 is one of resourcefulness, discovery, choice, change, freedom, and physical aspects of life. You must learn by trial and error about your own physical presence and the effect your presence has on others. 5, Life Path 5 emphasizes your physical. I'm so sorry about this noise. I say this, I think, in every video. I am in New York City. New York City. I am in the Bronx. It is loud. It is live. It doesn't matter what time it is. It's like this. It's like this at 8 o'clock in the morning. It is like this all the time. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go back to the article. Life Path 5 emphasizes your physical body, your sexual intensity, and the way in which your body, mind, and emotions are able to adapt to change. You will learn in various ways that physical matter changes constantly, and that you can either prosper from these changes or be overwhelmed by them. Learning about the physical aspects of life is one of your main purposes in this lifetime. There's only one success. That's to be able to spend your life in your own way and not to give others absurd, maddening claims upon it. Christopher Morley said that. So this is like accepting yourself and adapting to change, because things happen in life. You can end up moving, you can end up changing, losing your job, you can end up doing all this stuff. Your body changes. You have to learn to accept yourself. That's one of the biggest things, is acceptance. The path of experience. So it's like a lot of things, it's learning experience. You learn from it. Don't take it as bad. You learn from it and you grow, heal, and evolve. Back to the article. Being yourself, being honest with your feelings, and encouraging the same spontaneity in others is essential. But Life Path 5 enables you to change your inner attitudes and outer appearances to suit different circumstances. This level of adaptability enables you to be all things to all people, to fit in. That means you're adaptable. You're adaptable to circumstances, to fit in naturally to almost any situation. You cannot be comfortable if your behavior pattern is consistent. So your behavior always changes. Your ever-changing personality is who you are. This take life as it comes quality is what makes others feel relaxed around you. And if you should never be curbed by your own or society's misconceptions about free expression. It has been said that variety is the spice of life, and it is your flexible nature which helps you to experience more variety than most people. You know, a lot of people are not good with change. They don't deal with change very well, and it's hard for them. So Life Path 5 is like they're adaptable to change. They're okay with change. They're not going to make it hard for themselves. They're going to adapt. They're going to be okay. So Life Path 5 is an active and unpredictable path. Like, you don't know what they're going to do. It is so filled with sudden and unusual events and opportunities that you sometimes become confused by it or afraid of it. Consequently, you can miss out on the abundance of experience that the Life Path 5 has to offer. In order to utilize this energy, you must reach a deeper understanding of the word experience. Some Life Path 5s are so afraid of accidents and mistakes that instead of flowing confidently with this exciting energy, they cling to the safe and familiar with all their might. Although they can see and feel excitement that is passing them by, they are too afraid to let go, take the plunge, and see where life takes them. Like, once in a while, these Life Path 5s do let go, or the current 5 life paths current becomes so strong that they are swept away in some kind of drama. Oh my God. Only to miss the excitement of it all because they believe they are simply out of control. They grab onto the first semblance of stability and settle their unfulfilled life, unfulfilled yet again. The freedom of Life Path 5 starts with burning desire to live life as fully, freely, and openly as possible, and to experience a variety, excitement, and adventure. And of course, these desires only come from within. So this goes for all of us. All life paths is like you have to release what doesn't serve you. You don't have to stay stuck to someone just because that's what you're used to, or you know that you want to stick to that because you don't know anything else. And it's like, no, the world has so much to offer, so much to give you, and you have to be willing to take that change. Like, it's okay to be unpredictable. And this one says that you want to be stability, and then you'll settle and you'll be unfulfilled in life. You don't want to feel like that. Like, you want to feel free. So you have to release what doesn't serve you so you can be free. The pace of the 5 life path can be unpredictable and wild at times. Like it or not, you are here to gain experience of it. Dealing with unpredictability must become your second nature, your expertise. You can amaze others with your resourcefulness in a crisis, but you may need to use this talent to take care of some basic needs of your own. There are times in life of a Life Path 5 when the real crisis is nothing more than self-neglect. So you have to pay attention to yourself, take care of yourself, your mind, your body, your soul. You don't have to worry about others. Like, focus on yourself and making yourself better. Refusing to let go, that's like you have to let go of what doesn't serve you. Refusing to let go of what is safe and familiar so that you can discover alternatives is a large part of what causes mistakes to be repeated. And most 5 Life Path 5s do seem to repeat the same old mistakes, often without realizing it. Admitting to your mistakes can be a battle in itself. Accept that mistakes are inevitable in life, because that's how Life Path 5 learn and they prosper. They grow from it. They become better. Anxiety is natural when you don't know what you're dealing with, but you must learn to accept fear as a natural life-saving emotion. I always say fear is an illusion. Like, fear is not real. The opposite of fear is faith. Its purpose is to alert you to danger. Fear. Wow. So fear is to alert you of danger so that you can keep yourself safe. So you have to pay attention. Until you learn to face your fears head on, your denial of them will keep you from expanding and enjoying your life. You are more likely to deny fear when you are unfocused on your surroundings or on the details of a situation. The power of concentration must be developed. Otherwise, your attention will be scattered in too many directions, mistakes will be made, but not acknowledged. Fear of the unknown will become your excuse and nothing will be achieved. You have to pay attention and you have to concentrate. You have to learn to concentrate because you can be scatterbrained. Your mind is all over the place thinking about all these things you got to do, and it's like you got to stop. Focus. Some Life Path 5s recognize a mistake and promise they'll never repeat it, but are reluctant to make the changes required. So they know they fucked up, but and then they don't make changes that they need to make within their life. So it's, consequently they change one approach with another, which is usually a different form of the same mistake. In order to broaden your horizons, you must consciously look for what you're doing wrong and then turn the whole thing into a learning experience. Learn from it and don't do it again. Sometimes a totally new direction must be taken, which means having the courage to let go. You may have to make leaps of faith for which you have no previous experience. By understanding that this is the way you are meant to proceed, both your focus and your confidence will expand. Fear of the unknown is replaced with a sense of adventure and a brilliant insight into what really should be feared and what need not be feared at all. This is how you not only learn from a mistake, but also prosper from it. This is when a mistake is no longer a mistake, but an experience. That's when you learn from it. This is the way in which your life must proceed in Life Path 5. If it doesn't work this way, then try it another way until you become experienced enough to travel the path with a greater degree of self-confidence. At this point, your life reaches calmer waters because you're no longer struggling against the tide that are able to see the broader picture and the abundance of unusual opportunity that is yours for the taking. Life Path 5s love the concept of adventure, but instead of enjoying their own fast pace and unusual episodes, there's sometimes a tendency to live vicariously through the exciting lives of other people. Again, it is unaddressed fear which is making them avoid their responsibility to live their own lives more fully. This approach can never bring lasting happiness. Life Path 5 is the path of freedom and adventure, yet so many 5s tie themselves down to mundane routines and situations in which freedom cannot be maintained. In order to be fulfilled, Life Path 5s need plenty of time and space which they can truly call their own. Many 5s never realize that life has given them this precious gift of freedom. They feel alone in the world, or they struggle with unsatisfying relationships or situations and wonder why this is not in their life. It is important to realize that you are not alone and that responsibility is not the opposite of freedom. Because you have to be responsible doesn't take away from your freedom. You're just being responsible. You're adulting. You are free to take care of responsibilities in a way that accommodates your own needs. The unconventional Life Path 5 can take you far from your birthplace. If you feel out of place, know that your right place is out there in the big world. Dreaming big dreams, achieving big goals, and embracing all that is different, unusual, and exciting. As a citizen of the world, you must let go of prejudices and judgments and embrace different cultures and realities without losing your own unique identity. Wow. There may be a tendency to abuse your freedom by overindulging in food, alcohol, sex, drugs, spending, gambling, and other areas where balance is needed. Babies are often conceived at a young age too. Ooh. And marriage is rushed into as a means of stability because you want to be stable. You marry young, and then you're not happy. You're tied down and you're not happy. Damn, that's messed up. It's not unusual for Life Path Fives to marry several times or make commitments that cannot be upheld. Changes of heart and mind are frequent in Life Path 5. That is not to say you cannot love or be loved profoundly. True and lasting love will be found along with maturity. So I guess people that are Life Path 5, they end up finding love later in life. They don't marry, like they're not in love, like until they're older. They grow up, they mature. You know, they marry young, divorce, marry again, you know. It's a mess in the beginning of their life, but then later in life, they can be true and lasting love will be found along with maturity. Like they have to mature, they have to grow up a little. But do remember that maturity is a matter of experience, not age. Your physical body is an integral part of you, the vehicle that transport you through this exciting journey of yours. Your body needs to be well maintained and lovingly cared for. Often it is fear of freedom that causes overindulgences in the first place. Subconscious rejection of freedom that creates a need to become dependent instead of independent. Too much focus on the needs of others and the lack of focus on what you desire causes you to deny your fear of freedom even further. So it's like you have to focus on yourself and know what it is that you want. Because a lot of us focus on other people and trying to accommodate other people's the way it is, the way everyone else is doing it, and you want to do it just like they're doing it just to say you did it. It's like, no, you have to do it for yourself. The trick here the trick here is to know what you want. Arrange your life so that you can focus on it and refuse to get sidetracked by irrelevant matters. Each step you take towards your goal is a goal in itself. Learn not to waste your precious time and resources. Learn the difference between genuine excitement and recklessness, because there are no punishments in the land of chance taking, only consequences. You may be known for your resourcefulness and versatility, but in order to feel the great satisfaction that Life Path 5 offers, you will need to specialize and become an expert at something you love doing. Look to do the new and progressive rather than the outdated and conventional. So it's like things that are outdated, that are old, traditional. It's like you don't have to keep doing the same thing. Like you can change it. It's modern world, modern times, and you can change it. It's whatever you want to do. You are a quick thinker with a real talent for analyzing and investigating, although you do not always use this talent to further your best interests. Curiosity, restlessness, and impatience can cause difficulties in staying focused. One of the biggest mistakes like Path 5s make is give up on the experience before enough time has passed to gain expertise. So that means like they give up. It's like, don't give up. And then rush on something new that will probably be dropped in the same way. It is impossible to truly know something if you have not experienced it. This cat, I'm looking at my cat. My cat is a mess, a menace. What about love? Okay, here we go. We're gonna talk about love. What about love, romance, marriage, responsibility, parenting, stability, success, prosperity? Are these things even possible on such self-motivated, fast-moving, and diverse paths? That means because they don't stay focused for too long, they marry young, and it's like, let's see, diverse paths, because the path is so diverse, like it can go any kind of way. It's pretty spontaneous, like path 5. Most definitely, yes. Freedom is the ability to do whatever you desire. Therefore, all the things can be yours if that's what you desire. Desire is love. On life path 5, you have more chance of finding love that is real, because real love thrives in freedom. Freedom does not mean carelessly severing existing ties or rushing headlong into the unknown. It means freeing yourself from misconceptions and mistakes so that you can fulfill a dream that is yours. I'm like, okay. Wow, that's actually nice. You have to free yourself from all of the things that you think you have to do. You cannot survive in a relationship of rules, insecurity, dominance, or mistrust. There must be acceptance for your free and open life path 5 personality. Personality is like you're spontaneous. Life path 5s are spontaneous people, but the personality of whoever else is involved must also be accepted and treated fairly. If your freedom takes away from someone else's, neither person is free. You may have difficult time understanding your role in relationships, and this creates a problem in itself. You see, your role is simply to be who you are. On the life path 5, you will meet others who will love you simply for who you are and not for what you can do for them. Your free lifestyle will be part of what they love about you, instead of an intimidating factor. These people are not something you go out and look for. Wow. You attract them to you when you admit to yourself that freedom and adventure are what you must have in this lifetime. So you talk about being free and doing what you want, and that's nice. Life path 5. The deep desire for freedom makes you an attractive and broad-minded individual who is able to relate to people from all walks of life. Your collection of friends and acquaintances is probably a diverse bunch of individuals from all over the world. Friendship is important to you. There are certain people in your life who you may rarely see on a physical level, but your bond with them is unbreakable because of a mutual love of freedom and of each other. When you are a friend, you are a friend for life. You possess a very special knack for saying or doing something that comes from your big heart, which can profoundly change another's life. While it is true that nobody can own you, those you have touched with your special open expression will never want to lose you or be able to forget you, because you amplify what everybody wants. That's freedom, sweet freedom. Wow. Okay. So that was life path 5. Life path 5, let's go back to the top. That's the path of experience. So you're going to have to learn a lot in this one. And things change. It's adaptability, being spontaneous, trial and error. It's like you're going to have to learn from the mistakes of the past and not repeat the same cycles. So if you see yourself going through it again and again and again, you have to find a way to change it so that you don't repeat that same pattern. Your life path is 5, so you have to figure this out. The life path 5 is a path of experience. You have to figure out what it is. Like every life path is a lesson. We have to learn a lesson. We have to overcome something. Life path 5 is learning the lesson, experience, gaining experience and growing from it. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how young you are. What matters is, are you learning that lesson? But that is it. I'm going to put the link in the description box for this one, for Life Path 5. So thanks for listening. Thanks for clicking on the video. Always lead with love, stay positive, and vibe high. Bye. I'll come back with Life Path 6. Bye.